Dave, I really think I'm entitled to an answer to that question.
Man, shut up, bruh. No way. Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie reaction and commentary. And today we're going to be hopping into a really cool one, and I'm personally excited about, and that is going to be 2001 Space Odyssey. And that is directed by none other than Stanley Kubrick. We've watched a ton of Stanley Kubrick already on this channel, and I personally feel like I've had some of my favorite commentaries to those films because with Stanley Kubrick, he always challenges perspective. He always challenges narrative, and with his films, it's always impossible to take them as surface level. You kind of have to go in with the willingness to interpret and to understand and to embrace a lot of the newer concepts that Stanley Kubrick introduces to the audience. He really challenges the audience unlike any other director, and something that directors even today struggle with as well too. Nothing really can compare to Stanley Kubrick, especially with his way of challenging the perspective and challenging the audience, and hopes of, I guess you could say, increasing interpretation, but also just the way that he's able to create these films and the way that he's able to create these visceral environments within these stories is just, leagues beyond our understanding. And I love being able to pick it apart in hopes of, highlighting some aspects that I appreciate and hopefully, educate you guys on a lot of the things that Stanley Kubrick was able to accomplish. So I'm excited to jump into this one. For all of you that are on the Patreon, we are doing a new genre. So last month we did action movies and how action was able to kind of incorporate itself within the story, the narrative, or it was able to craft its own style. There's so many ways to take action, and this time we're going to be hopping into the cinematics, the cinematography. So films that basically made me go and say, damn, that is a good shot. This one definitely is probably going to make me say that a lot. I'm excited for it. I really am. There's a lot that you can do in space, especially with cinematography, despite us not really having full access to outer space. I am interested in seeing what Stanley Kubrick and the cinematographer of this film is able to use with color, with how the cinematography is able to incorporate Stanley Kubrick's direction and how the two can kind of like go like this and help guiding not only the story, but again, going back to what Stanley Kubrick does best, which is challenging and challenging the audience. So how does the cinematography do that? How is it able to guide the viewers, and how is it able to guide our characters and our viewpoints within the story? So that is something that I want to, keep within the highlight of this. It's not going to be the complete dominance of the commentary, but it is something that I'm keeping on a higher highlight, I guess you could say. So with that in mind, I think that kind of wraps up all that we have to talk about. Like always, guys, if you want to be able to watch and hear all that I have to say, you guys know what to do. The best way to do that is on Patreon. It's the best way to support the channel as well. So if you want to do that, by all means, check out the Patreon. You can also support the channel by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. And again, at the end of the day, you don't have to do any of those. Just sit back, relax, get your popcorn and snacks as we hop into 2001, A Space Odyssey. Again, if you want to be able to see all that I have to, say and hear to this film, you can sync up your copy of the film with mine, and you'll be able to, see all the things. There's usually additional 20-25 minutes of commentary that I can't put on the YouTube edit. So if that's something that you want to get into, check out the Patreon. I mean, damn. This reminds me of Lawrence of Arabia with all these beautiful landscape shots right here. Shots like these always remind me that, Earth, what a unique planet. Wow, we are all the way back. We are all the way back. When they said Dawn of Man, they were not kidding. We are back to, ape times right here. Yo, this is what I'm saying. Like, Stanley Kubrick is like the one person to let you just watch the Dawn of Man, quite literally, for like 5 minutes of the film. And he just lets you interpret it. He just lets your mind just soak on the imagery. Yo, I was not expecting a whole Animal Planet right now. That is really cool. I'm not gonna lie. That is pretty cool. Again, I have no idea what this film is going to be about, except that I know we're probably going to be in space. I wonder if it's going to show its entirety. That seems crazy. Wow. Oh, wow. I was just wondering why that haunting music was playing. Oh, I got shivers, man. Wow. It's just a monolith. Just appeared out of nowhere. Wow, I love how it's hanging on to the shot as well too. Yikes, man. I'm getting I'm getting very bad vibes from this. That is scary. That's like it's like what is it doing there? What is that? Wow. Oh man, that is so good. That is so good. Damn. Wow. I love stuff like that. That reminded me of like something off of like a manga panel or something. It reminded me of like you turn the page and then bam, you just get hit with something so unexpected like that. Whew. The cool thing about this is that I'm sure this is all going to come into play later on in our story. You know? Like, that's the awesome part. That's why I'm just sitting back and just enjoying this experience because, damn, it's just so good to witness something like this and to try and figure out, okay, well, what is it saying? What do I think it's saying? I think this could be a bigger speech on humanity. And how nothing, probably changed. That was a crazy transition. What the heck? I love how the bone in the air just transformed into the spaceship. That was done somewhere else. Oh my goodness. City of God did a transition to that, but it was with a soccer ball. If you look that up, I actually watched that on the channel. That's so cool. What? That's awesome. This is cool. Again, 1968, I believe this film was created in. So it's unique seeing the nuclear family design of things in outer space. That's really cool. Because obviously we've grown out of the nuclear family aesthetic, but back then that was the thing. So it's unique seeing it in outer space, and it looks kind of cool. I like it. Wow. All right, so talking about cinematography, the things that I want to highlight, not just with the visuals, but also the tricks of cinematography that can be applied to other filmmaking aspects, like obviously direction and editing. There's a lot of really cool matching cuts here. We've seen it in the beginning of the film, and now we're seeing it in its more subtle stages, where, it would keep the center frame, and then it would switch to another shot that keeps that center frame. Maybe it would continue to push back, and then it will cut to another frame that continues to push back. Just keeping all of those frames similar so it kind of guides the audience a little bit more easier and just how it's transitioning. But man, that is just really cool. It's crazy to think this is 1968. Wild. That is 30. That's 30 years before I was born.
Like you.
That is so freaking cool, man. We've seen shots like this before, especially in A Clockwork Orange.
As a matter of fact, I've reserved a table for
But
you in
again,
the light room.
just the colors and just how the frame and the camera is moving here.
8 months.
Suppose you saw the work
It's
on the new
pleasing. I
section.
love the dimensions of the space here.
Yeah, it's fine.
Even the really cool overcast lighting. that's happening here. Just this entire set design really is super cool. Okay, that's cool. Okay. I was wondering why she was moving like that. I was like, something's happening. This shot is like lingering. Dude, what? That is so wild. Talk about challenging perspective. This is that to a very literal form. Damn, I love how everything seems to be able to fit within the frame. Like each shot, it just seems that nothing is missed. Everything is so intentionally placed. Damn, I am floored with the coloring in this film. It's interesting because you recognize the colors. Obviously, like the basic color of this, you would probably say red, but it's not red. It's a different tone. There's like purple and bluish hues in the shadows. There's different highlights within the reds. It really creates this one-dimensional color extra dimensional because of just how it's being shot, how the dimensions are creating different shades and tonalities within the color here. It's so freaking cool to watch. These are all like wallpaper worthy. I think it's also great with how he's able to use space where you can have these wide shots that feel claustrophobic because of how well they're framed, but also all the detail that is highlighted. And then you can have shots that, you know, keep that same format where it's wide angle, but they could be devoid of detail and they can showcase the emptiness of space. I think that is such a powerful thing. Every time this music starts playing, I'm just going to associate it with what we witnessed at the beginning of this film with that monolith of a thing just spawning out of nowhere. I don't know. This film is tapping into some unique cosmic horror. You know, like the unknown. We still have no idea what that thing was, what's happening on this planet. There's a lot of mystery soaked within this film, but it also feels like there are deeper layers that are at play here. I can just feel it. I have no idea what it is, but I could just feel it. And this music is definitely helping with that. Golly, man, these shots are all the information. I love that my mind and my eyes can just look around and just gather all the information that's needed, while also just simply embracing how cool of a shot this is. I don't know, they all seem like especially the landscape shots, these wide angles seem like, I don't know, it's like renders from a video game. Oh, it's the monolith. What? Oh, man. Oh, yeah. That would explain the music then. That would explain the music. This thing just comes through with an audible soundtrack everywhere it goes. What? Wow, what a parallel of a shot that is. Man, what is going on here? What the heck is going on here? 18 months later, Jupiter mission. All right, time skip. Oh my goodness. My man really took the... he made the challenging perspective thing for real in this. This is crazy wicked to look at right here. And I've seen like Interstellar, y'all. Like, this is wild. It's cool how the camera motion stopped right there. That's so specific. I love that.
Temperature's usually down to about 3 degrees centigrade.
The sixth member of the Discovery crew was not concerned about the problems of
Damn, I love it when I watch Kubrick's films because
machine intelligence. The
Like,
HAL 9000
even if it's sci-fi, you could tell there's a lot of research that has been done into just the overall information that we hear in this film. I mean, I've related to other films of his that share that similar approach. I mean, it just goes to show you just the type of director he is, you know?
Foolproof and incapable of error.
how,
That's
despite your
That's scary. I don't think it's the error that scares me. It's the sentient part.
Whether or not he has real feelings is something I don't think anyone can truthfully answer.
Oh boy. Yep. Oh boy. It's crazy. I'm talking about in real life, we are getting there. I mean, we're already there, but I don't think we're ready. If I can be truthfully honest with you, I'm not going to get too involved in it, but man, I love this newer concept involved with AI and whether or not they portray emotion and if we can rightfully say that they do or not. Super interesting.
The way all our preparations were kept under such tight security. And the melodramatic touch of putting down.
Oh man, this AI Hal is curious, and that's scary. You know, I'm not scared of Hal, but curiosity is, I think, a unique theme of this entire film, maybe, especially with what I previously experienced earlier in this film. Golly, man. This thing is popping off, man. Like, y'all thought Doctor Strange was crazy? This is like practically crazy. You know, like just the transformation of dimensions and how my brain just gets tricked. It's like a magic show just being displayed in front of me right now. I love that we're brought into this scene through the breathing within his suit. That is just so good. I feel like I'm like monitoring my breath. We kind of felt the same way with Gravity. You know, to kind of use a more modern example of that.
Are you certain there's never been any case of even the most insignificant computer error?
None whatsoever, Frank.
Hal is interesting. For the longest time, I've been trying to figure out who's our main character here. You know, like, I feel like we've been hitting benchmarks within this film, so I'm not even sure if we're going to be sticking around in this term here. But it definitely feels like we are going to be sticking around in this term with our characters here. And so for the longest time, I was like, okay, well, who's our main character? I don't know. I'm feeling Hal. It's I don't know, man. Hal is giving me the heebie-jeebies, man. I don't know how else to describe it. I'm sorry, robots. I love y'all. It's just your boy Hal is weirding me out. You know, he always gets me when he say that he's perfect. You know, that always is weird.
No, I agree about that.
Well, let's get on with it.
Okay. But look, Dave. Let's say we put the unit back.
God, I love this cinematography here. The composition is so clever. Because I don't even know. I feel like Hal can hear them. I feel like Hal can hear them. And just him being in the center frame lets me think so. I feel like AI is just, from what we know, is just a puddle. We only know a puddle there's an entire ocean of information greater than, you know, the physical oceans that I feel like AI just has. So that like mysterious feeling is similar to that of what we feel when we're in the ocean, the unknown, the curiosity. Whoo! Oh man! Wow! Intermission. That's crazy. Damn. That's good. I like that. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, yo. I cannot believe that. The way that music cut off, I mean, not the music, the breathing cut off. Oh my goodness, he's just drifting out in space. Ah, that's cool. I love the use of the fisheye lens on that shot. I mean, if the AI did this, and this is all going according to his plan, or its plan, meaning, I'm still trying to figure out the motive here. If the AI has a motive, and if it is, was it programmed, or is this something that the AI just conjured itself? There's a lot in my brain that I got questions, but I don't know, man. This dude needs to save his homie. Oh my god, dude. Are you serious? This dude's going to kill them all. What? What? Oh, man. See, this is why I cannot do cryo sleep. F that. Are you serious? What is the reason to this? Oh my god, and then just cutting back to that shot. That's horrific, man. Massacring them.
Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal. Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal.
Oh man, what is going on, bro? What is going on? I mean, he killed everyone. That's insane.
Do you read me, Hal?
Affirmative, Dave. I read you.
Oh god. Did not like that tone. He had a different tone in his voice. Oh man.
Although you took very thorough precautions in the pod against my hearing you, I could see your lips move.
Why did he kill everyone though? That is so insane. That is such a dramatic shift in action. Oh my goodness. That is crazy, man. Wow. I love how the color was just seeping in as the doors opened up. That saturation is beautiful. Damn. You guys can let me know, but I'm pretty sure these are practical just by looking at how the shadows are moving, especially with how the light and the colors are moving around these shadows, how they give off different hues depending on the distance relation to the light. That's something that is very, very, very difficult to do within, I guess you could say, a green screen setting. Like if you were to apply CGI, lighting is always the most difficult part. So it's really nice seeing, and again, I could be wrong, but it's really nice seeing these practical elements, highlighting why practical elements are, they just never fail. They never fail. If you have a great practical element, you're able to really pinpoint accuracy within the lighting, the textures, and applying that to the colors and the relation of color between distance, etc., etc., because it's happening within the, you know, the laws of physics within the real world. We don't have to put that into a simulator. But don't get me wrong, there's some really good simulators out there. Talking about that Unreal Engine.
Dave, I really think I'm entitled to an answer to that question.
Man, shut up, bruh. No way.
I've still got the greatest enthusiasm and confidence in the mission.
This is so creepy, man. That is so creepy that he's resorting to this because I feel like he's actually, like, it's actually begging not to be turned off.
I can feel it. I can feel it.
Yo, Kubrick was in his bag making this, man. Oh, man, he's hitting all the points here. He knew exactly what he was doing. That's crazy.
Daisy, give me your answer,
Yo, this is insane. This is insane. What the heck, man? Oh, my goodness. This is... It's interesting because this isn't a cosmic horror right out. There's something deeper. Whereas like Event Horizon, it definitely tapped that. But this is radiating similar vibes to that. Because I think they both play along with the unknown. I'm witnessing an AI losing its consciousness. Its programmed consciousness. Like, take that in. That's insane. That is such a... That's out there. Damn, all I gotta say is that I am inspired. Oh man, I was not expecting that. Is this guy going through like a wormhole or something? Yo, that is so cool. What? That is awesome. Wow. That is really freaking cool. Yeah, he's like approaching the event horizon. This guy went into a black hole. Like, at first, it felt like I was zooming forward, but then as I kept looking, it felt like I was falling down a very tall skyscraper. Wow, man. It almost, like, liquefies the universe. That's what this looks like. It looks like if you just got the universe and you just liquefied it and you're just stretching it. That's crazy looking. Like, this entire experience makes me feel like this is the origin of color itself. I don't know if that even makes sense. I just feel like this is how, like, color just comes to be through this method. This is insane. What on earth? What on earth? What? What? That is crazy. What on earth just happened? Are we even on Earth, actually? How about that question? Oh, that's him. Oh, this is... This is crazy, man. Oh my god, what? What is happening? And I thought he couldn't get any older. What is going on, man? This is wild. Like, is that monolith? Does it just store time? Man, this is so cool. Because, like, this entire thing just feels like a vault of some sort. But, like, for time. Like, it just goes around capturing time itself. I'm not sure. Insane. This is insane. It's crazy. Just looking at the beginning of this film and how we got to this point is just wild to me. Wow. This is surreal. This is so surreal, man. Oh my god. Yo. Baby in space. Oh my goodness, what the heck, yo? What? Oh my god, what the heck? Yo, and that is the end to 2001 A Space Odyssey. Damn, bruh. All right, everybody, we just got done probably the craziest film I've watched so far, and that's saying a lot. I've watched a lot of crazy films, you know, but none have left me as perplexed as this, especially the third act of this film. I'm going to go on such a heavy spree of just deep analysis with this film because there is so much that has happened. Not only did we pop around from different characters, just main characters, but the AI system as well too. That whole part, like, it's just interesting. Why did Hal kill everybody? Did Hal know about this? Is it, you know, it's just so much to compartmentalize. I don't even know what to say. I hope you guys can understand how baffled I am with this film, and how difficult it is kind of to put things into thought afterwards. But that entire third act is insane. But let's talk about the cinematography here, okay? Let's talk about the cinematography, since that is the main topic of our Patreon. And just kind of like, you know, looking at cinematography. And I loved the cinematography, just from the use of color, from the use of dimensions, the use of space, and how the camera moved throughout and within these spaces is just incredible. It's one of a kind, seeing the direction within the cinematography being at such a high order. But obviously, you know, Kubrick being Kubrick, the attention to detail is always there from every facet of filmmaking. That does include cinematography as well too. Even though he's not the cinematographer, direction it still plays a major role in cinematography. It's about immersion. It's about guiding the audience and creating that environment to where they can get lost in this body of work and to this story. And I think that's exactly what was done here. You know, the level of immersion that the cinematography, along with the direction, as well as the production design, just building all of this together and creating an experience that I personally never witnessed. You know, and this film came out 30 years prior to me being born. Seeing how a lot of the viewpoints were challenging the audience, and, you know, how I said it multiple times during my commentary, how Kubrick literally took challenging perspective to a whole new physical level with filmmaking, with the cinematography, with implementing higher concepts like, you know, AI, and as well as this abstract monolith that we, you know, don't get a clear answer on. You know, I think there's so many things that are dabbling here that all lead to a greater thing that is just not meant to be understood. I feel like the concept and just the guidance, the direction of this was from curiosity, from the unknown, maybe humanity, and maybe even life itself. The motioning of wanting to unlock newer knowledge. It's not just a human thing. It's also an AI thing. It's also a life thing. How life always tries to maybe find an answer. I'm just spitballing ideas. I don't know what the heck was going on with that last scene there. Why was the space like that? Why was time slipping like grains of sand through fingertips like that? I loved how that was shot, by the way. That was incredible. And also that baby in space. Like, what is up with that? Maybe it's like full circle. No matter what we do, no matter how far we try to seek for the answer, we always come back to where we began. So many things I could say. Guys, let me know what your thoughts are on this. What was your favorite shot in this film? There's a lot of shots that I absolutely loved, but I would love to hear your favorite shot down below in the comment section. Let me know. Guys, like always, stay healthy and stay hydrated, because we We're just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat.